Hello and welcome to the channel. In today's video I'd like to discuss a very somber topic, and this is related to a watch I have been following, which was made by a small atelier, and the watch production that he was involved in. This was a luxury segment. These were all golden pocket watches, and he was operating during the 1870s and 1880s. We find him moving to La Chaux-de-Fonds by 1880, and was in business until at least the mid 1890s, it would seem. However, of his pieces, and this is, we're speaking of a watch fabricator called Montandon, and he was signing Montandon Locle, his watches. Now, I followed his production. Now, I've only been able to find 6 examples of his work. One of these was a mention in a South Carolina watch repairs ledger from the early to mid 1880s, and we have the serial number. We have that it was a gold pocket watch, so we know this piece from there. Now, there are 5 other examples, and of these watches that I've documented, only one is a complete pocket watch. And this is a gold pocket watch which was sold at auction in 2009. And this was sold by a very reputable watch auction house. They sell a lot of really precious items. And I would like to thank them for their permission to use their images. But this piece was a golden pocket watch, approximately between 12 and 16 karat gold. It's probably a 14 karat gold pocket watch. They tended to be at this level at this time. And so we do know that the serial number on this piece was 1666. So this is the only complete pocket watch that is documented that survived today by this maker. Now, all the other objects that have materialized today are only the movements. In other words, the gold has been scrapped, and the only thing that is left is the movement. And oftentimes these movements come with gold hands, and in certain cases, these are breakaway hands, and in certain cases, very often they have a gem on them in the hand holes of this breakaway watch hands. Now, what makes this sad is I recently acquired a movement by this maker, and I was very excited to find what the serial number for this piece would be. This would enrich my understanding of the serial numbers. Now, they tend to be quite low. Indeed, this complete pocket watch that was documented, 1666, this was the highest of his production that I've found, and I assumed that this would be one of the later pieces. Now, we have, this is the object which I acquired, and this would have increased the serial number range, perhaps. I wasn't sure. And so when I removed the dial and examined both the dial reverse side and the movement itself, I was very saddened to find out that this is object 1666. So what does this mean? This means that the only complete watch by this maker, it no longer exists. It has been scrapped. The metal has been taken away and sold separately, and we have only the dial and the movement. Therefore, in my appreciation of his watches, there are no complete watches at this point. There probably are watches in retained in a private collection somewhere. These are generally where these tend to be, and then they occasionally surface for sale at auctions. Yet, this watchmaker had such a small production as a small atelier. He was an artisan servicing this luxury watch sector. These were probably mainly for export to the U.S., but we have no examples of complete watches at this point. It seems that sometime between the auction of this piece in 2009 and today, 2025, at some point, an owner of this piece, the owner parted with it, sold it, what have you, and it was at this point scrapped by some. These people are the only thing that is motivating them is obviously the money. They have no interest in preserving art history or antiques. It's all about the money, and this individual therefore sold the gold, which the price of gold is going up, and it has gone up since 2009 significantly. Therefore, this precious antique became the victim of the greed of this individual. And this is an individual who is clearly incompetent, because if you will pay very close attention, the hands on this are also gold. So he left the golden hands and he just took the case. So this is the type of world we live in, where unscrupulous individuals who only want the money and they're not interested in preserving anybody's history. They'll just, it's all about the money. So this is a sad aspect of today's markets, and a lot of these resellers, they're basically just chasing profits, and they don't care if they destroy any precious or rare item. And indeed, this was the only complete watch by this maker that we have, and as his name is not some sort of Patek or Rolex or what have you, then it immediately, the value in this individual's eyes diminished. So I just wanted to share this as I've been following this particular object, and it's unfortunately we have this situation that it is no more. But I just wanted to share the story with you, and to sort of illustrate the sort of this is where we are. And it is up to us to preserve this history, and that's one of the reasons why I have this channel, is to document and preserve this family's rich watchmaking tradition. And I hope this provides some reference points for your own research or your own interest, and I hope that this raises awareness to preserve these rare traditions. But thank you for your time, and I appreciate any feedback. This is a very sensitive topic, and probably a trigger warning. However, I just wanted to share this with you, and I really look forward to your support and feedback on this important issue. Thank you, and I wish you a good day.